Okay, good morning, everyone. Uh, Wednesday? Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. I got sidetracked there. It's easy to do these days, right? How's everyone doing? You guys doing okay? Yeah, I don't have a quote for today, but I saw this post and like it resonated with me because we all have our ups and our downs, and I think I was having a bit of a down moment, and this popped up, and it was a reminder to myself to be a little softer. And it said things to give yourself: credit, a break, time, permission to make mistakes, a pep talk, and grace. Yeah, and I know a lot of times we talk about what we're giving out and what we're giving to people and how we're gonna do our best and put forth our best and all this, that, and the other. And sometimes we just need to give ourselves a break. Cut ourselves a little bit of slack, and especially right now, there's no right or wrong to do, no right or wrong way to do any of this. And yeah, I really like this because it was just a reminder to say it's okay. It's okay. We can be a little forgiving with ourselves. We can be a little gentler with ourselves. And when we're having some of those down moments or down days or down weeks, whatever it is, um, this is a good reminder of things that we can give ourselves. We tend to be really quick to help others. If it's your loved one or your friend or a close neighbor that comes to you and says, "Gosh, I'm having a rough go," you would do no different. You would give them the credit, you would give them a break, you might give them a pep talk or some grace and some forgiveness. So, why not do that to yourself? And why not offer that to yourself? So, yeah, what gift are you going to give yourself today? I think for me, when I'm done with work today, I'm just going to shut off all technology, go for my walk that I haven't done the past few days, and just give myself the gift of time. So I'm going to give myself a little bit of time, and I'm going to give myself a break from technology. So yeah, what are you guys going to give yourselves, and how are you going to take care of yourself? So that's the message for today. That's where we're at. It's Wednesday. Let's keep knocking this out. So go ahead, get to your starting position, and we'll start with the stretches. All right, you guys, go ahead and come to that starting position. We'll have our feet flat on the ground. Legs are bent, our hips are heavy here. Feel your spine get long and lifted. Sit up nice and tall. Take the top of your head up towards the ceiling. Relax the shoulders. And we'll start as we always do with 3 deep breaths. I invite you to close your eyes here as we inhale through the nose. Pull the breath in. Open mouth, exhale, let the breath go. Inhale through the nose, belly fills, chest expands. Open mouth, exhale, let it all go. Last one, deep breath in and a slow breath out. Nice job, you guys. Go ahead, blink your eyes open. Come on back into the space that you're in, and we'll get started with the stretches. So we'll begin with our legs here, our lower extremities. Go ahead and bring those straight out in front of you as best as you can. And then we'll start by pointing and flexing the feet here. Good. So just drawing your toes away from the body and then back towards the body, away and towards. And just go at your own pace. Get the blood flowing, get the energy moving. Keep the breath slow and steady here. And as always, if you're unable to see physical motion in the body, that's okay. You always can close your eyes and try to visualize as the body moves energetically. Good. A couple more just like that, you guys. Nice job. All right, go ahead, keep those legs straight out in front of you, but keep your toes flexed back towards your face here. So the soles or the bottoms of your feet should be sticking straight out, and then your toes coming back towards your body. Take a deep breath in, sit up nice and tall, and then as you exhale, reach your fingers down into the direction of your toes. Good. And then maybe here you give yourself the gift of time, right? Just allowing yourself the time to breathe into this posture, feel into sensation in the back of your legs, noticing the stretching and softening of your calves and your hamstrings. Good. And then just keep breathing, allowing yourself the time to take a few deep breaths right here in this moment. Nice job, you guys. Take another deep breath in here. And as you exhale, slowly, slowly, come on back up to seated. Go ahead and put another bend in your knees here. And then feet come flat to the floor. Let's take a breath to reset. Inhale through the nose. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Nice job, you guys. All right, we're going to get into our hip adductors. So stretching our inner thighs here. And that's just drawing your knees in opposite directions here. So you can utilize your hands or your forearms to add a little extra pressure if that feels okay. Or feel free just to utilize the muscles of the legs to pull your knees apart. Good, and just drawing the inner thigh muscles away from one another. Coming back to the breath, easing into the stretch. Nice job, you guys. Keep the breath moving. Feel into sensation. Awesome job. Take another deep breath in here. And exhale, slowly come on back up to seated. Draw those legs back together. Nice job, you guys. Go ahead and let's take another breath to reset here. Inhale through the nose. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Good. Coming back to our starting position, our feet are going to be flat once more. Our hips and legs are heavy, rooting down towards the ground. Our spine gets long and lifted. Let's take a deep breath in. And then we'll start with our right leg. Draw that knee up into your chest, into your torso. Good, and then just start to feel into the back side of that right hip. Maybe crossing the leg over the opposite one. Notice what that does to sensation or your stretch. Good, and then maybe give yourself the gift of softness or letting go. Release a little tension. Maybe back off on the stretch if you feel yourself forcing it. Be aware in your body right here. Nice job, you guys. Take another deep breath in as you sit up nice and tall. And then exhale, slowly release. Let that leg go. Awesome job, you guys. All right, we'll go ahead and switch sides. So inhale, lengthen through the spine. Take a breath in. And then switch it over to that left leg. Draw that knee into your body, up into your chest. Good. Start to notice what it feels like in the back side of your left hip here. Maybe crossing over the opposite leg if that feels okay. Good. Keep the breath moving, slow and steady here. Maybe giving yourself a little bit of grace. Easing into the stretch. Not forcing anything, letting go of any expectations. Good. Take another deep breath in here. And exhale, let it go. Nice job, you guys. Let's take a breath to reset. Inhale through the nose. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Awesome job. All right, come back to that starting position here. So feet are flat on the floor, spine is long, hips are heavy. Take it. Oh, there's a moth in my room. Oh, that startled me. All right, so I'll keep breathing. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Take the top of your head up towards the ceiling. And as we exhale, we're going to turn over to the right. Good. And just keep that breath moving, slow and steady here. Maybe taking the hand grip of your choice, whether it's the chair or the side of your leg. Good. With every breath in, lengthen through the top of your head, creating space in the spine. And with every breath out, maybe twist a little deeper, perhaps moving into that space. Good. Maybe the gaze comes over the right shoulder. Nice job, you guys. Take another deep breath in. And exhale, slowly, slowly, slowly. Come back towards center. Good job. We'll go ahead and switch sides. So inhale, lengthen once again through the top of your head. And as you exhale, twist over to the left here. Good. Once again, taking the hand grip of your choice. Maybe the leg, maybe the chair. Creating space all through the spine, lengthening through the top of your head as you breathe in. And as you breathe out, twisting a little deeper. Maybe the gaze comes over the left shoulder. Good. Keep the breath moving, slow and steady. Good. Take another deep breath in. And as you exhale, slowly, slowly come back through center. Let's take a breath to reset here. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, open mouth, let it go. All right, you guys, I have to be honest. Fun fact, I'm actually afraid of moths. It's my one fear. Well, not my one fear. My family teases me about it. People don't understand, but the fact that this moth is in here with me right now, I'm a little on edge, so I apologize. I'm sure anyone watching this is thinking I'm ridiculous. But anyways, I'm going to face my fears. I'm going to give myself grace and compassion, and we're just going to continue with the stretches. But if you see me get a little startled again, it's because of the moth. I know, it's absurd. I'm not afraid of ghosts. I'm not afraid of monsters under the bed. Moths are a different thing. I'm terrified of them. We all have our things, okay? All right, you guys, let's keep stretching through the spine here. So we're going to keep our feet exactly where they're at, flat on the floor. Legs are heavy, and now we're going to stretch into our back body. So take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, round forward, bring your hands down towards your feet. Good, and just allow your lumbar spine, the low back area to open up here. Letting the muscles of the spine soften and stretch away from one another. If it feels okay, you can continue to round your spine forward here. Maybe letting the top of your head come down towards the floor. But if there's any compression or any restriction in breath, just back off a little bit. This all should feel good, nice and easy, no forcing. Good. Continue to breathe here. Smooth and steady, trying to let go of any tension. Maybe any worry about the moths. Let it all go. Good. Take another breath in. And exhale slowly, slowly. Come on back up towards seated. Nice job, you guys. Give yourself a minute here. Let the blood pressure settle. Let everything stabilize. Bring the spine back in line. Good. Take a soft breath in. And a soft breath Awesome job, you guys. All right, so we're going to go ahead and move into stretching the front of our body here. So we'll start by just squeezing our shoulder blades together. And then what that's going to allow is just an opening of the collarbones, an opening of the pec muscles. Maybe draw the elbows towards one another. Good. And then you, of course, have the option of taking your spine over the top of your chair if it's low enough. Mine's a little high, so I'm just going to push my shoulders into the chair, and then I'm getting a nice rounding all through the rest of my back here. Open up my arms here to either side, furthering the stretch across the front body. And then maybe just bringing the gaze gently up towards the ceiling. You don't want to look all the way up. That might restrict some blood flow and airflow. So what we want to do is just keep that gaze softly lifted. Good. Just gently allowing the body to open up here. Breathing into the abdominal muscles and the pec muscles. And all the muscles and tissues around the neck and throat. Good. Just continue breathing here, slow and steady. Nice job, you guys. Take another deep breath in as the entire front body expands. And as you exhale, slowly, slowly, come on back up towards seated. Awesome job, you guys. Let's take a breath to reset. Inhale through the nose. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Awesome job. Okay, we'll move into our arms, our upper extremities here. So this first one is flexion at the shoulder. It is basically taking this arm bone and just lifting it up and away from your side body. So it doesn't matter if you're here or all the way overhead, it's all still part of it, and it's all within the available range. So wherever you're at is perfect. Just find that sensation within your own body and work within that stretch, okay? So I'm going to guide with fingers in between one another. So really trying to open up the palm here and get each finger in between the other one. That's really just going to allow more mobility and range in the hand. Of course, you have a couple other options. You can take a cupped grip here. So just having your hands kind of in cupped motions and then clasping there. You can always utilize one arm to assist with the other if one's a little stronger. And then, of course, you always have the option of just raising one arm as well. So wherever you're at, we're all going to be in the starting position with feet flat, legs heavy, hips rooted and grounding. And then once again, I'm going to take the grip fingers in between one another. As we breathe in, lengthen through the spine and reach those hands up and in the direction of the ceiling here. Good, and then just continue breathing. Slow and steady. Good, allowing yourself the time and the space to find the stretch here. Breathe into that sensation. And pay attention to what feels good. If there's any forcing or discomfort or pain, just back off a little bit. Wherever you're at in the available range is perfect. It's exactly where you should be. And just keep breathing right there, slow and steady. Nice job, you guys. If it feels good in your body, on the next breath, maybe try to reach your hands up a little higher, maybe a little higher. Just find your limit, feel into sensation. One more breath in. And then exhale, slowly, slowly, slowly release those hands down. Let it all go. Nice job, you guys. Let's take a breath to reset here. Inhale through the nose. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Awesome job, well done. All right, I'm going to turn to the side to show you the scapular glides here. And so what we're getting into is motion at the shoulder blades. So if you have a table in front of you or a flat surface, I recommend placing your hands right on top sliding your fingertips up and away from your body. So what that's going to do is just get some motion here in the shoulder blades. Now, if you're like me and you don't have a table, that's okay. We can still place our hands on the imaginary table. So whether real or imaginary, we're sliding those fingers up and away, and that's allowing the shoulder blades to move up and around the rib cage. Good. And if you need to feel the difference, just back off a little bit. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Feel what it feels like to have them together on the back side of your body, and then try to move them away from each other in opposite directions. Good. And just keep breathing right into this position, right into this posture. Allowing the shoulders to relax and the armpits to relax. Your next breath in, maybe reach those fingertips a little further, pull those shoulder blades up a little more, and then exhale, slowly, slowly, come on back to seated. Nice job, you guys. All right, I'm going to turn back and face you, and now we're going to go ahead and get into the back sides of our arms here. So once more, starting position, spine is long and lifted, lower half of the body is heavy and rooted. Take a deep breath in, and then we'll start with the right arm. Reach it up and across the body here. Good, and this is option number one, just stretching those fingers in the opposite direction of your body. Option number two, you can grab a hold of the shoulder here, maybe give it a gentle tug, and see what you feel on the back side of the right arm. Good, and then option number three is utilizing your other hand to assist with that stretch. Maybe just squeezing that arm in a little gently towards your body. Giving it a nice easy hug here. Good job, you guys. And again, no pain, no forcing. Give yourself the gift of compassion here. Maybe ease. Back off when you need to. Good. Take another deep breath in. And exhale. Slowly release. Let it go. Nice job, you guys. We'll switch sides. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. And then we'll bring our left arm up and across the body here. Option number one is just reaching across midline, taking those fingers away from your body. Option number two, grab a hold of this opposite shoulder. Just give it a gentle tug, see what you feel over here. And then option number three is utilizing this hand to assist that stretch. Good, and it's just a nice gentle tug of the arm in towards the body. Giving yourself a little bit of a hug here, an easy squeeze. Good. Maybe give yourself the gift of permission to make a mistake or kind of feel around, maybe fumble around, and then learn from that, right? Kind of like my words just now, fumbling. I'm still thinking about the moth, you guys. I can't even lie. All right, take a deep breath in and exhale. Let it go. Let go of the thought of the moth. This is where my meditation practice comes in, to release my fear of moths. Hasn't completely worked yet, but it's a practice, right? All right, my favorite part is shoulder rolls, you guys. So let's go ahead. Take those shoulders up towards your ears. Let them go. Nice job. Make sure to go both directions. Really just feeling into your body, feeling what's best here. Maybe it's side to side. Awesome job, you guys. All right, and then when you're ready, come on back up to a seated position. We'll come to the starting position. Our feet are flat, our hips are heavy, spine is long and lifted. And then take a deep breath in as you sit up nice and tall. Take the top of your head towards the ceiling. Breath in. And as you exhale, gently drop the right ear down to the right shoulder. Good. And then just allow yourself to slowly release letting gravity gently draw the weight of the head over towards the floor. As you breathe into the left side of the neck, watching and feeling as those muscles just slowly begin to stretch away from one another. Nice job, you guys. Keep the breath moving, slow and steady. Take another deep breath in. And exhale. Come on back through center. Nice job. All right, we'll go ahead and switch sides. So once again, sit up nice and tall. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, drop the left ear over to the left shoulder. Good. Just start to let go. Allow the tension to release over. Letting gravity gently draw the weight of the head over towards the floor. Breathing into the right side of your neck here. Watching and feeling as the muscles soften, stretch away from one another. Keep the breath moving slow and steady. Nice job, you guys. Take one more deep breath in here. And as you exhale, gently drop the chin down towards the chest. And then just begin to make small circles with the head and the neck. Watching as the stretch moves through all corners of the cervical spine. Make sure to switch directions as you're ready. Reversing the rotation. Just feeling into sensation, feeling into the stretch. Into this moment. Nice job, you guys. As you're ready, come on back through center. We'll once again return to our starting position. Feet are flat on the floor. Hips are heavy, rooted and grounding. Our spine is long and lifted. Take the top of your head up towards the ceiling. Shoulders are relaxed, and we'll finish just as we started with 3 deep breaths. I invite you to close your eyes here as we inhale through the nose. Pull the breath in. Open mouth, exhale. Let the breath go. Inhale through the nose. Belly fills, chest expands. Open mouth, exhale. Let it go. Last one, deep breath in and a slow breath out. Nice job, you guys. As you're ready, softly blink the eyes back open. Come on back into the space that you're in. And that ends our stretches for today. So thank you guys so much for joining for that portion. I'm going to go ahead and get set up for mindfulness. So hold tight and I'll be with you in a second. All right, you guys. Good morning, Vivian. How are you? How are you? Thank you so much. I hope you have an awesome day as well. Hopefully Robert's behaving himself over there. Okay, let's get this all set up. Yeah, and I gotta tell you guys, moths are a real fear of mine, and there it is. I got scared again. This is where we can use the breath to control our fears. I don't know what it is. I don't know why I'm afraid of them. I don't think I have a childhood trauma with them. I can't remember. Oh, this is going to be a ridiculous video to go back and watch because I'm afraid of moths and it's a fact of life. So I'm accepting it. I'm giving myself credit that everyone has their own ridiculous fears. I'm giving myself a break because fears are real, whether they're perceived or, you know, actuality. I'm going to give myself time to work on my fear. I'm giving myself permission to make mistakes on this video because of the moth. I'm going to give myself a pep talk, which is what I'm doing now, that it's okay, that this moth is not going to eat me alive. And I'm going to give myself a little bit of grace so that I can continue with this mindfulness session and try to lead you guys through this. So, oh my goodness, it's so ridiculous. I understand. But hey, it's a part of life, and we all have our absurd fears. Mine just happened to be dirty, fluttering butterflies, is what it is. So, anyways, let's get back into mindfulness, you guys. This whole week we have been focusing on the breath, and the breath actually right now is it's going to help me because the thing that we've been talking about is why the breath is so powerful, why it's such a focal point of meditation and mindfulness. Monday we talked about how it literally can give you life. It's your focal point as you're breathing. Yesterday we talked about how breath can both be controlled a little bit, but also allow you to let go of some of that control. So kind of the duality there of the breath. And then today, this is very fitting because of my fear of the moth right now. Breathing is not going to change the reality that the moth is here, but it can change how I experience it, right? And it can preserve my ability to act or not act on the thoughts that are running through my head, right? So whether it's a moth or someone slams on their brakes in front of you, or it's a pandemic, or something more ridiculous even than a moth, there are all these things that they trigger our emotions, they trigger how we feel. And if we are able to learn to connect the breath in that moment, it gives us that time in the space to attempt to respond instead of react. I definitely reacted to the moth because that's my natural reaction, and I'm so accustomed to being afraid of them. What I can work on is breathing through that fear, noticing, hey, I'm afraid and that's okay, but how can I react? How can I respond rather in a more positive way or a more graceful way, or just giving myself the time and space to deal with those emotions and the experience as they are. And that's what breathing allows us to do. So I personally, in this practice today, am going to focus on realizing why maybe these emotions are popping up, what's going on in my current experience, but then also allowing me to be okay with that and almost find a little bit of comfort in the discomfort, right? So breathing and meditation aren't just going to make the world magically perfect. That's not how it works. What it does is just allows us to respond to the world that we live in and have different reactions to them. More appropriate reactions other than jumping up and running away from a silly little moth. But yeah, so again, breathing will not change our reality, but it can change how we experience it. And it can change how we show up to it and respond to it rather than knee-jerk reactions or whether it's fear or anger or sadness, knowing that those emotions are real, acknowledging them, but then not letting them form our reality and not letting them take over our reality. So, all right, you guys, thanks for letting me ramble about the breath and thanks for letting me ramble about the moth. I appreciate the support. But All right, we're going to go ahead. We're going to get into our 15-minute meditation that we've been doing all week. So if you haven't already, just find a comfortable seat. And start to let go, start to relax. Try to let the muscles ease and settle. Good. And we've done this a couple times this week, but I'm going to suggest it again, that a couple few cleansing breaths. So on your next inhale, pull everything in, whether it's worry or fear or the thought of moths or anticipation for what's coming next. Whatever it is, pull all that in with a deep, deep breath. And then as you're ready, open your mouth and let out a nice audible exhale. Good. Inhale once again. Pull it all in. Gather all your emotions. And then open mouth. Let it out. Good. Maybe a couple more just like that. Nice job, you guys. Then once again, just settle into the position that you're in. Try to let go any holding, any worry, any outside distractions. As always, I will lead you both in and out of this. And all you need to do is find a comfortable position in this moment. If you haven't already, I recommend closing your eyes. And allow the focus and the attention to come inside. Begin to let go of any external thoughts, any worries, any fears, any distractions. And allow yourself to focus on you as you are in this moment. With your eyes closed, see if you can see yourself. Visualize, imagine, using your mind's eye, however you describe it. Allow your internal gaze to observe yourself. And then begin to bring all of that awareness, all of that attention to your breath. Watching yourself as you inhale and as you exhale. As you inhale, as you exhale. And notice if you are trying to control your breath. If so, it's okay. No worries. See if you can let go of that control. Instead of trying to change anything about your breath or this moment, simply observe. Simply watch. If your mind wanders or you get distracted, maybe your mind has rushed to the future, or perhaps it's stuck in the past. Acknowledge that. See it and accept it for what it is. And then try to redirect your attention, redirect your focus back to this moment, back to this breath. If you're able to watch and follow the breath itself, do that. Seeing it as it enters your body, swirling through your nose and the back of your throat, traveling down into your chest, expanding the rib cage, filling the stomach, and then watching it as it leaves, returning the same way it came in. Noticing how the body both forms and releases form because of the breath. Expanding, broadening, and widening on the inhale. Releasing, collapsing, and softening on the exhale. If you need an anchor point on the body, feel free to turn all your focus there. Maybe it's the nose, bringing your attention to the nostrils, watching as the breath rushes in and rushes back out. Perhaps it's the chest. Focusing your attention as the chest expands in all four directions on the inhale and then softens on the exhale. Maybe it's the belly. Maybe you even place one hand gently on your low stomach, watching and feeling as the belly fills with breath and then releases and softens. Wherever it is for you, whether it's the breath itself or an anchor point on the body, let the breath be your anchor. Come back to this as your focus point. And just as the anchor steadies the ship in a storm, so too can your breath steady your thoughts when the mental storm comes in. doesn't change the fact that the storm is there. It simply allows you to stay anchored, stay present, and respond with ease and grace. Continue watching as the breath comes in and as the breath moves out, as the breath moves in and the breath moves out, in and out, in and out. Your mind has wandered, or your thoughts disrupted. It's okay. Acknowledge, accept, and return to the breath. Come back to this moment. If you haven't already, see if you can follow the breath for one full cycle. Watching either the inhale or your anchor point as the breath travels in, and then again watching the exhale or keeping focus on your anchor point as the breath moves out. One full circle here, watching the inhale followed by the exhale. If you're able to watch for one full cycle, try two. If two is easy, try for three. If you've got three down, try for four. And then just keep going. Inhale, exhale. We're in the final few minutes of our practice. I will let go of all my verbal guidance. You'll hear one final bell indicating that our time is done. And until then, just continue to breathe. Watching as you inhale, watching as you exhale. Watching as you inhale, watching as you exhale. Inhale and exhale. yourself to let go of any focus, let go of any anchor points, let go of any patterns. Maybe take a soft breath in and a soft breath out. Just allowing yourself to breathe into this moment, feel into this moment, without any judgment, without any labeling. If you wish to stay here, please do so. Otherwise, as you're ready, softly blink the eyes open. Come on back into the space that you're in. Thank you guys so much for joining, despite today's chaos of the mouth. I'm sure I heard it fluttering around as I was trying to breathe, but I held steady. I used my breath as an anchor, and it didn't change the fact that the moth was still there, but it did help me just sit in peace a little longer. So thank you guys again for joining. Remember, continue to take care of yourselves, right? What gift are you going to give yourself today? Maybe it's credit, maybe it's a break, maybe it's time, maybe it's permission to make mistakes or permission to be afraid of moths. Perhaps it's a pep talk or grace. Whatever it is, make sure you give it to yourself. Thank you guys once again so much. I will see you tomorrow morning, 10 o'clock. Hopefully no more moths. Until then, take care of yourselves and take care of each other. Thank you.